Yo, what's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy Foots the King here, catching up on the tight ends and the DBs from yesterday. They have workouts later today. Obviously, quarterbacks and receivers. The headliners at 1 o'clock. But the breaking news right now is Tyron Smith not expected to be back as a Dallas Cowboy. What an amazing career for that player. 8 Pro Bowls, was drafted in 2011. Just an amazing, amazing player for the Dallas Cowboys. It's extremely sad that, with that amount of success, he wasn't able to get a Super Bowl, even an NFC championship. You really do look at the front office and say, it's like you wasted careers, man. That was that hurts to see that, like, you see Sean Lee, Dez, DeMarco Murray. I don't know if you put DeMarco and Dez up there with the Wittens and the Tyron Smiths of the world, but I mean, you would be hard pressed. Tyron was probably your best. He was obviously your best left tackle, but I thought he was your best lineman last year. I thought Tyron Smith was your best lineman. He's not going to be back with the Cowboys when stuff like this gets out. It's true. It's real. So he won't be a Cowboy next year. What are the options? So right now with the combine, the Cowboys have met with Tyler Guyton. They've met with Amarius Mims. They met with all the big dogs. Lautu from Washington. They met with the guy. I mean, excuse me, from UC, Washington. They all the names run together. They met with Jordan Morgan. They met with tackles. Obviously, Tyler Smith has experience playing tackle, and you can lean there as well. To me, what I believe and what I think is that you still need to let free agency play out, and you need to let all of these factors play out before you rush to judgment and just say Dallas has to draft a tackle in the first round. Here's why. I believe when you draft like that, you pigeonhole yourself into um, reaching for a player because the expectations, now he has to come in and he has to be good day one. That's a heavy lift for anybody. Left tackle is the hardest position to play in the NFL. Period. Outside of quarterback, left tackle is the hardest position to play. You just don't come in at left tackle and be really, really good. It just doesn't happen like that. You look at the Giants; they've whiffed on a few tackles. I remember when everybody was so high on the kid that Chicago drafted. Not I forget. They had a tackle, and he was a flavor of the month, and he just hasn't panned out. They're actually thinking about moving him in the guard. Tackle is not as easy as people think, especially left tackle, and you're protecting the quarterback's blind side. It's interesting also because Tyron Smith had his best year last year, and so why move on from him at this point? I just I could I was okay there, but it is what it is. So now when you think about what the Cowboys may possibly do, to me, I think that you need to really explore moving Tyler Smith to left tackle. I think it's easier to find a guard who can come in day one, be ready to go. I think it's easier to find a guard who can come in day one and be a playmaker and help your team and move. And that guy for me would be Graham Barton. I think he's the cleanest player in this class. I think that Graham Barton would come in day one. You plug him in at guard, he'd be ready to go. He has that flex. He did meet with the Cowboys. I think that he's the guy who you plug in day one. Now you have to figure out center at some point. I also think that possibly trading back and getting another pick, a high end pick, makes a lot of sense as well. But I just don't know, as good as this tackle class is, like as good as Amarius Mims is. First of all, I don't think that he'll be there when Dallas draft. Second of all, he's still raw. Like he still needs to be developed. And so you don't want to bank on a guy that's raw. How much development? And first of all, this team didn't do a lot of development with some of the picks from last year. And then how much development will they be able to do this year? So those are some of my options. I also I would not trade away, me personally, I would not trade away from a receiver. I would not trade away from a receiver. I just wouldn't do that part of it. That a rec- Another thing is this: I don't believe that some of these later ranked tackles are better than some of these receivers. I'm staying on that. I don't know if Amarius Mims is better than Keon Coleman. I'm not moving from that. I don't know if Tyler Guyton, who needs to be developed, who doesn't have a lot of experience. Who I like. I love Tyler Guyton, but I just don't know if he's better than said receiver who could be there. Brian Thomas Jr., Keon Coleman, Troy Franklin. But now, if you pigeonhole yourself to having to draft a tackle, you never know. And so that to me is it's going to be extremely interesting what happens moving forward. But I just don't like handicapping myself to having to pick a certain player. I just don't. So it's your boy Foots, guys. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I'll be back with more combine updates. I'm really excited to see how these receivers work out. They'll be working out shortly. All right, peace.